Hi there guys, welcome to NeoMax25RC channel, and this is not an exclusive, but I've searched YouTube and I have currently not found any videos as yet. I pre-ordered this and it just arrived today from Model Sport. It was £64.99, £69.95 with shipping on top of that, and this is the FTX Outback Mini. It is a 1/24th scale ladder chassis, rail chassis, 1/24th RC, and so far on the box it looks pretty good. It says full proportional throttle and steering, multi-link suspension system, coil spring suspension, 4-gear transmission, full-time 4-wheel drive, 2.4 GHz radio system, USB charger, and super soft rubber tyres for maximum traction. Now that picture there, they look very Super Swamper style tyres. I am hoping they come with that, because a couple of the pictures I saw it with the same tyres that come on the ECX Temper 1/24th crawler, which I do have. I have one at the side here so we can compare. I personally think that was a piece of crap, so I'm hoping this will be somewhat better. Comes in red and black. I went for the black version. Here's the box for you. Let's have a look around. Nothing on the bottom, and the picture on the top. Okay, so without further ado, let's get this box open, because I haven't actually opened it as yet. Grab my very inappropriate kitchen knife for the task, which really isn't actually very sharp. Okay, so straight out of the box we have something I can't get to. That's going to take the whole thing out in one go. So here we are, straight into it. There we go. I have to say, so far I'm impressed, and it has got the tyres. What? Now those are soft. Let's get this thing off. Okay, give me a second, I'm going to need a pair of scissors. Okay, so all I've done is cut the tie, so you've missed nothing. You're seeing it as I see it. Couldn't use the knife because the knife is an absolute piece of pants. Okay, so first impressions. It actually feels considerably heavier than I was expecting. Compared to the ECX Temper, I don't know, it feels more substantial. Got a bit better width on it. Very nice body, loving the body. Nice, thin, lightweight Lexan. Roll cage on the back. Could possibly try and put some LEDs in the light bar there. And by the looks of it, like the 1/10th Outback, it's got, not on the back, but it's got LEDs in the front bumper. Quite cool. Now these tyres, they are soft. I mean, those are real soft. Very, very soft. Doesn't feel like there's any foams in them, unless it's super soft foam. So far, first impressions. Now I've already spotted the battery on the back. That's a bit of a pity. Might have to make some adjustment, bring that further forward. But so far, that looks good. Let's see what else is in the box. Okay, so mini decals. Let's cut this open. I think what doesn't help with this knife is it really isn't very sharp. As you can see, it doesn't want to cut very well, it more tears. Okay, so there's a decal sheet. Well, most of the decals are gone because they are on it. Pre-done for you. But we've got a black Mini and a white Outback left. Okay, and the instructions that nobody ever bothers to read, at least until things go wrong. Don't we start looking. So let's chuck that in there. There's a USB charger. And it's like a JST, is it? JST plug, which works out quite well because for the ECX Microcrawler I have 2 batteries for that. Though they look considerably smaller than the ones on this, but could come in useful. I have my own charger that I'll use for that. Let's take that out of the way and dig out the controller. Oh, that's also zip tied in. Hold on. Okay, let's bring you back around a bit. There we go. And there we go. That is everything. And the controller looks exactly the same as the FTX Microcrawler 2. Opens here. Takes 4 AA's. Not supplied. And to me, don't get me wrong, I'm not picking or anything, but when you say ready to run, should it have batteries? All the batteries? And should it be charged? So on here we've got the on-off switch, we've got steering dual rate, steering trim, throttle dual rate, throttle trim, and we've got steering and throttle reverse, and a little low indicator here. If we can get this to focus for you. There you go. Nice little cover. I hate it when people keep these on. Get rid. It's rubbish. Okay. To be fair, I mean, I do like this controller. It's a nice little controller. Fits in your pocket and it feels solid and robust. You know, like you can chuck it in your bag and not worry about breaking it. But yeah, it's a nice little controller. Okay, so let's get back to what we're actually here for. The car itself. Let's get our focus back. There we go. Okay, so we all want to see under the hood. But actually first, before I do that, let's do something else. There goes the body pin. Let's bring out my ECX. Now, my ECX, as you can see, has had a bit of a modification to it. It's still got standard chassis, though I did fit 2 straight rails on it for mounting this onto. This was a 1/24 clip together model that I picked up whilst I was in Florida last year on holiday. Very, very quick spray paint job. The original mounting method, I used the holes for the chassis and that didn't pay off, and then I did this. I was going to patch up those holes and give it better detail, but if I'm honest, this is a piece of shit. It really is. Don't waste your money on one. They are not much fun and quite boring. So yeah, as you can see, here's the modifications I made to it. This also has the, I even sprayed this. When I sprayed it, I just sprayed the whole thing. Didn't even take the wheels off it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see here. See if I can find it to show you. I made some very serious modifications to the rear end. I cut off the rear shock mount, so the rear upper link mounting points, and moved them to the top here, because where they were, they really did not work. They didn't. I mean, this whole back end, there's still a bit of wobble, but I kid you not, that would move all the way over. I mean, a good to there easily, and both ends would do that, and the whole thing would sit kind of twisted and just crab along sideways. It was horrible. Suspension didn't work. It all got caught up on its springs. It was just such a poor design. I mean, I heated these links and twisted them to get a better angle, and this does work a lot better than it did. The suspension on this does now actually articulate, though not greatly well because it isn't very heavy. This does feel heavier by a good bit, to be fair. I mean, okay, that's not got a body on. That's no, this is definitely heavier. Just holds on with Velcro. But yes, so size-wise, put them side by side. They are almost identical wheelbase. The tyre width, I would definitely say the Outback Mini has got a bit on it. Definitely a good bit. Good quarter tyre width. The axles, well, let's see if I can get this way you can see it. The axles are very different. Much better alignment of links and shocks and things like that, and turnbuckles. The linkage system, just far superior. This is the way the link system is supposed to be. This was not. It's better now, but it really was not. These are the tyres. was telling you about. I saw some pictures of this with these tyres on, which these are okay, they are fairly soft, but they have got foam in them, you can feel that. These, I'm confident, have no foam in them. They depress and they buckle, they're going to deform very well, even on a truck as small as this. Okay, so for now, let's stick my body on. This body is a hard body, so it's considerably harder than this one. Let's get this kind of semi-lined up. There we go. Okay, so we have the usual bounce and bobble. Let's get the focus back. We have the usual bounce and bobble there. And with this one, length, almost the same. This is a more substantial body, but almost the same. This body, I'll probably be able to put it on there, which I might actually do. We'll see. I don't know though, because I mean, I like this. This looks bad. I'm liking this. So let's get under the body. Let's see what's going on there. I have 4 of those tiny body pins, the kind that really, especially this time of year when it's cold, really cut up your fingers. Let's get the shell off this one. Like I say, all I've done with this is change the position of the upper link mount points and stuck this rail, literally just bolted it onto the top there across the shock towers. Other than that, that's kind of stock. Let's have a look. Okay, now as you can see immediately, I mean obviously this is a scaler, a ladder chassis, this is a crawler. 2 very different types of chassis going on there. Knock the autofocus off on this, there we go, so it focuses up. The front servo system, this is axle mounted, this is chassis mounted. It has a 4-link system with a chassis mounted servo, and it appears to suffer 0 bump steer, none whatsoever. So far guys, I'm very pleased with this. The motor is a 050 high power micro motor. Okay, plenty of space here at the front for the option to move the battery if we wanted to. I'm liking the battery system. I have to say guys, so far I'm impressed with this. I'm liking the way the battery is mounted, this little rubber band. I can imagine when your fingers are cold it's going to be a pain in the backside, but you know. Now I find this battery very interesting because that's quite big. I haven't got one of the batteries with me for this, but the batteries for that are 220 milliamps, but I kid you not, they are that big. They are tiny, and they're NIMS as well. Whereas with this one, these are NIMS, 220 milliamp, but twice the size. Hopefully, with any luck, that means it will actually last a lot better, because the batteries for that don't last very long at all. Okay, so yes, chassis mounted servo up front, bumper with LEDs, all pre-wired in for us. The front bumper has a little bit of movement in it, has kind of like a pin system there with a screw just in front of it. It gives it a little bit of movement. Nothing I don't think this won't be able to take given its size. The shocks are considerably bigger than I was expecting. When you look at the shocks on this, can't really see them very well. When you look at the shocks on this compared to this, these are beefier shocks. Proper Centronic transmission, more so than this one. This is more like a traditional, almost like an SCX10 style transmission. Receiver and ESC in one, though we do have a servo wire. Nothing for throttle. I was wanting to put a sound system in this, but that doesn't look like I'll be able to do it. Battery terminal at the back, motor wires. I'm guessing that little plug under there is for the, the what do you call it? Get my words out. LEDs at the front. Can't speak, what's wrong with me? Okay, so let's plug this in and see if there's anything in it. I mean, being a NIM, if it isn't fully charged, I'm not worried about damaging it. I'll pause this because I'm going to put some batteries in the controller. Okay, sorry about that. So we now have batteries in here. Power on, the light is on. Let's connect up the rig and turn it on. Now, I'm not expecting anything major from this battery. They don't usually ship them charged. Okay, so you can see we are getting quite a bit of suspension drop on the right hand throw with the steering, but almost zero on the left. But then when we return centre, it drops down again. We'll have to try and tension up the springs a little on this side to try and stop that from happening. Wow, look at that, made light work of that, guys. That all sounds nice and smooth. Got a fair bit of pace to it. Keep this going. Pretty bright headlights. Pity there's no tail lights as well. That would have been a nice little feature. I suppose I could add them in, though there is no rear bumper. So far, so good. Let's just get its body on. Let's just pop two of these in for now. These are the boring parts of the video, but I'll keep them all in. Steering range is not bad at all. The micro is pretty good. And over we go. Okay, should we get the camera low down so you can see what's going on? Okay, so I'm going to have to hold this here. You can see my tree fairy lights reflecting behind me. Happy Christmas, guys. Not long to go now. 24 sleeps. Take that focus lock off. I personally am very impressed so far. Very impressed. Looking forward to getting it into the garden and giving it a go. It feels very well weighted, well balanced. Definitely think it needs a charge. I think it would definitely serve better on LiPo. The slow control is pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, get it as slow as I can. That's as slow as it goes. So you can imagine that the LiPo would be considerably quicker. Let's get some obstacles down. Okay, so we've got some obstacles down. Let's see how we go. Not bad. All the tyres are articulating as they should. The other three tyres are nicely on the floor. That does look good, I have to say. I'm very impressed with it. Cool. The knife's just not heavy enough. Okay, let's try something a bit bigger. This is going to try and move. So let's hold it in place. Let's put this behind there. This is rubber, so that should help hold it. Those tyres are really good. It's trying to hook up right there on the edge of that. Now, comparatively, this is quite a big obstacle. So we're going to have to hold it. Let's try and roll up. There we go. Moving objects. Not ideal, is it? Okay, so here we go. Here's where weighting the wheels would help. Get a little bit of extra hold on its articulation. There's about its limit between the bonnet. On the bonnet, it's got it all. The moment we start to go up and onto the roof, yeah, not enough weight to hold it in place. I am suitably impressed. See if you can see these tyres deform on this. Yeah, you know, they are squashing in. Definitely doing their job. Let's try and get another obstacle, something that doesn't move. See if we can get that tyre deforming on the edge. Yeah, the problem is you have to give it such a punch to get it over it. By the time it's done, you've missed it. Slightly bigger object. Hold it in place. Get it right on that corner. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay guys, so there you have it. The new FTX Outback Mini. I shall be doing a video of this out on my course sometime soon. Hope you like the video guys, give me a thumbs up, comment up below if you want to know anything, I'll tell you what I can, and I'll go from there guys. Later.